What is up, guys? I'm Solbash. Welcome back. We are back with some more Mobile Legends. Today we are going to talk about some tips and tricks for this new hero, Fasha. Now Fasha, whatever you want to call her, she's an extremely long-range mage. Now when they gave the information out about her, they called her a super range mage, and the reason for that is most of her damage, the bulk of her damage, is going to come from her ultimate. As you could see in the last video that we did of her, she actually gets her ultimate back around every 10 seconds, and that's with hardly no cooldown reduction. So that can further be lowered from there. But the aspects of her, you want to utilize her A ability to get around. That gives her a lot of mobility. So in this instance right here where we're farming these minions, I'm going to kill this first one. I don't have retribution up, so it's going to take me a while. You see, I'm heavily reliant on the spells to be able to do damage, and she is very heavily reliant. Also, you're going to be very squishy, just like any other mage would, so trying to get in and do auto attacks, you're more than likely not going to get too close to too many heroes to try to do that. You're going to want to stay super far range. Now, as far as jungling, she does jungle fairly well. As far as that right there, I did not have retribution, so it wasn't able to go really fast, but I'll show you right here where we can go down into the bottom part of the jungle where this one guy is. You can fly over walls. It's another little trick with this chick. You can fly over multiple walls as well, and you just run in here and just look at the damage she could just burst out just to begin with retribution on these minions. Now we have the ultimate, and this is really huge. She's heavily mana dependent. You're going to use a lot of mana because you're going to be using that ultimate quite often. You see right there, I only used it and only hit him with it once. Now, some people may have seen that in that last video as well and thought, well, if that's the only damage that ultimate does in 10 seconds, it's okay, but it's not that great. Well, that's not the only thing that ultimate does. I'll show you in a second when we get some other stuff around that we could attack. We'll go ahead and take this guy out. But some tips with her, like I said, she is definitely a far range mage. You don't want to get in close. Pretty much your towers are your saviors. Utilize the bushes as well, and stay away from stuns. Stuns are what are really going to mess you up. You see here, can we get in on him? Didn't get no last hit. He's got a lot of hit points. As you can see, I don't have very much attack damage with auto attacks, so like I said, you're heavily reliant on that damage from there. Let's see, let's go down here. Like I said, you can fly over walls, you can fly over multiple walls. It helps the mobility of this character out hugely, and it's going to be a really fun character to play because you're going to be able to gank people without them knowing because she can move around so fast. Now, I did all this testing, some against computers, and I also have played against other people as well. You all see some gameplay of that. We'll get into some builds for her. But this right here is just a base build still, nothing special. We're going to lure him back out, hit him with that, and hit him with the ultimate, and he's dead. Now, as you've seen again, the ultimate just hit him once right there and died, but there's more to it still. Now, if you already know what I'm talking about, you're probably just thinking, shut up, it's just basic. But hold on, this is really special. It's pretty awesome. Let's get back to this mid right here. Go ahead and take, oh, here he is. Easy kill right here, and one hit and he's dead. Again, ultimate, I only used it and it only hit one thing. Now, actually this is not a base build, this is actually lifesteal in it for the first item. Alright, so let's go over here and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about with the ultimate. Alright, let's get in the bush. I'm going to do some damage to these guys and watch. You can sit here and use your ultimate and spam it. You can't use your auto attacks, but you can spam your ultimate. It has a 1 second global cooldown, and anything in that range you can hit. Now, that circle, you can also drag that ultimate to any point in that circle and use it as a skill shot. So more or less, this is one of the heavier skill shot dependent mages to do a good bit of damage. Yes, you do have a good bit of range on these guys, but you have to be wary of the stuns. Stuns really mess this character up. It takes you completely out of your ultimate, so you'll lose that. You'll be on that 10-second cooldown. But just utilize your range, utilize your towers. You see how large that range is, and you can sit there until that red bar is done. Now, those will continue to go out and hit him. As you can see, you even can reach a little bit further outside of that range. Now, I hope they don't nerf the range on that because it's awesome. It's really her only defense is to be able to stay far away from somebody and do a little bit of damage. And then you have the A ability. If you need to get out, you can. Let's go ahead and take this out. Lolita's down there. I'm not really too worried. So let's see, what can we get into? We don't need to really try for Turtle just yet, but there are some other things about this character that's really fun. Let's see, you can rush in. Oh, a little bit too close. Do a little bit of damage. She's got a nice poke with that ability right there. And I'm kind of being very brave at doing this right here, but it is computer, so I'm not too worried. I could kind of show you what she's capable of doing. If she were to not be focused and left alone in a team fight, she is going to completely destroy that team. So if you're going against a Fasha, you're going to want to focus her in a team fight, definitely. If not, she's going to be doing the bulk of the damage. Not as much as, you know, say like an ADC is going to be doing with auto attacks, but she's going to hit pretty hard and she's going to be hitting everybody. And if it's a good character that a good person that knows how to hit their skill shots, they're going to be doing quite a bit of damage. As you can see here, it does last, it seems like around 10 seconds. Go ahead and take this guy out. And if you've noticed, I have not lost really much mana at all throughout this entire match so far. So keeping up, getting those buffs, it helps this chick out tons. Now, as far as damaging the tower, we're trying to hit it right there. As you see, it didn't do any damage. You can stay in this mode. You don't have to attack when it's up. But like you said, I don't think it's really doing any damage to that tower. It's not showing that it is. All right, she's got her shield up, so there's not really anything we could do there. Wait till she drops it. Now, you can harass people. Let's see if she comes back in. Oh, we're going to have another one come in. This might not be good. Let's just look at all that damage. Got the Yi Sun Shin, and she came in and used the ultimate, and it really didn't do much because I'm a couple levels higher for one, but I also had that lifesteal. Lifesteal is really huge for this chick because without that sustainability, you're gonna be going back too much and not as much help to your team. Now the good thing is if you do go back, you've got the A ability that you can use. And look at that. Great hero to be with someone that can stun, especially like a Franco. It's got a hard CC. I'm not saying Franco is a good tank. I'm just saying he has a hard CC. I honestly don't recommend you guys to be using Franco right now. I feel like he is not in the meta. Let's go ahead and take this buddy out. He is in the meta and he can really mess up your ultimate. These stuns, like I said, they can. Let's get out of that. The stuns can really mess you up. I mean, it is a 10-second base cooldown. If you do have cooldown reduction, of course, it's going to go seconds off now. So max CDR, you'd get 40% out of it. So you're going to be looking at about a 6-second cooldown on that ultimate. But you open yourself up to vulnerabilities when you're using your ultimate, because if you move, your ultimate's over. You have to wait for that cooldown, and if you stand still, you're a statue of a target for somebody like an assassin to come in and easily take out. Because you have to remember also, you're still a mage, you're still going to be squishy. Let's go ahead, just get some range in on her. Watch this right here. Here he's going to interrupt me. Okay. That shows you right there that stuns will interrupt your ultimate and mess you up. If he wouldn't have stunned me right there, I probably would have ended up killing them both, but he's going to get caught in it anyway. He's going to run from it. As you can see, it targets, if you just spam on it, it targets exactly where they were. Now, if they move, it's similar to like the Yi Sun Shin. You can dodge it. And if you have, I would say if you have the 50% movement speed boots, you're pretty much going to be able to dodge every one of those if you see it coming up on the ground, because you can see the effect showing up on the ground before it actually hits. Now right here, we're testing to see if you could kill all 3 of these jungle enemies at the same time. As you can see, they're going to leash, so you need some help, but you could wreck somebody's jungle pretty quick if you just had one other person with you to pick up some of these people to aggro them. We're going to catch him out again. We do have a lot of range. We have 3 people up here. This is either I'm going to die or we're about to kill them all. Okay, we'll take this. Nobody's going to contest me on this buff. We have top lane pushed up. And we had retribution right there that entire time, but did not use it. Not really pushing or trying too hard. It's just bots. You see how she's just able to run away from that? I was just spamming it. And this Vexana is really being able to mess me up. She's still doing this bleed damage to me, which is really still hurting. Let that bleed damage go away, then we'll regen. And let's try to get back into it. Now, hitting those shots is important as well, because that's going to be helping you heal up. But using bushes to your advantage is huge. Now, people are going to be able to see some of this stuff. There we go. Look at all that health I'm getting back from hitting this stuff. Minions are huge. But beware of Cyclops as well, guys. Cyclops can still mess you up pretty bad. He's got the movement speed with his B ability to be able to move around your ultimate. So, and with that B ability being your only other damage, unless you got somebody else to help you, Cyclops could be a fair counter to this chick. Because you're stationary, that's going to leave you open up to being hit by him. So I would be wary of that. Now, Odette, you can, I believe you're going to be able to outrange Odette for sure with that ultimate, with hers. Let's go down here and pick up these 2 guys right here. Oh, we got one. It's this Vexana. Let's go ahead and kill her first. And you can see I was aiming that right there. Now we can just spam it, because since they're going to stand right here on top of me. Oh, they did quite a bit of damage. All right, we're gonna get a little brave. Okay, she's wanting to fight. Let's see if we can use our ultimate in the middle of all this. It's gonna do a lot of lifesteal because of these minions around. If you have minions close with your ultimate, make sure you do utilize that when you're using it. If you're using lifesteal, for sure. But you can bully people. I mean, you can literally stand outside of their range and cover almost their entire tower, making it not safe for them to stay under their tower. Now, you do leave yourself open, but as long as you are covered by your teammates, you're going to be very, very good. Fasha is going to be very, very good with teamwork. She's going to be highly sought after for a mage character, I believe, just for the fact that she's able to outrange so many people. It's like, watch this. You can literally go up and attack people inside of their base. Okay. And also, another quick tip, you can use your B ability while you are using your ultimate. So not only can you utilize the damage from your ultimate, you can use your B ability. We'll use it here in just a second and I'll show you. Right there, you see, I just used my B ability. You can use that, and that's just that much more extra damage you're going to be able to do. Watch that Vexana. She's got a lot of damage on her. We're not going to be able to get out. That regen's not going to cap it, and we are fixing to take a death. We can't get any damage on anybody. Nope. And the heals came too late. That's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. The computer's actually finished that off. That's pretty much all the tips and little tricks I have for you for Fasha so far. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Of course, leave a like on this video because it does help us out a lot. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing some build guides for her. I'll be showing you my builds that I'm using on her and why I'm using some of these pieces to help her out with this damage. But that's going to be it. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Solbash. You guys have a nice day.